We are talking right now about the creator of everything. The creator of the universe, the creator of the planets, of the humans, of the animals, of the plants, of all possibilities in this world.
At the end of the day, if you can't focus, then you can't focus your energy. And if you can't focus your energy, nothing grows.
You don't know if you're strong, if you set up your target, you focus your journey, that will bring longer happiness for you.
Today's video is 10 teachings of the monastic life from monks like Master Shi Heng Yi, Master Shifu Yan Lei, Dandapani, and much, much more. Today's video is sponsored by Mulligan.com, the best motivational clothing brand in the world, where you can now get the Inspire Change t-shirts with the link down below, where all the profits go back into making this content. Here is one of the best insights into monastic life and the teachings that happen within the walls from masters all around the world. I am your host, Jordan Mulligan. Let's jump into the video. Lesson 1 is taught by Dandapani, the conservation of energy. Dandapani teaches us how to conserve energy by illustrating how easily we can look at the wrong things, and he teaches us how to channel that energy into the right areas of the mind.
Every material possession we have an energetic connection to it. So I have my laptop, I have a little energetic connection with that. I have my iPhone, I have a little energetic connection with that. So if I have 1,000 things, I have 1,000 pieces of energetic connection to each of those items, which means energy is flowing out of me into those 1,000 things. Now, if I reduce those 1,000 things to 100 things, now I have less energy flowing out of me. Now, if I reduce it to 10 things, now I have less energy flowing out to me, which means I have a lot more energy. At the end of the day, what the goal was of the monastic life and understanding renunciation. It's not saying that material things or relationships with people are bad. All it was focused on was the conservation of energy. The idea was to conserve and accumulate as much energy as possible. Take that accumulated energy, focus that energy into specific areas of the mind to awaken higher states of consciousness. So imagine my mind as having 1 million light bulbs. If I stick a AAA battery in my spine, I might light up one of those light bulbs. If I stick a 9-volt battery in my spine, I might light up 2 or 3 of those light bulbs. But imagine if I plugged my spine into the power station that powered New York City. I could light up all these areas in my mind. So in order to light up those areas of the mind, you need sufficient amount of energy to channel it into those areas of the mind. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, right? But you can transfer energy from one thing to another. So the whole idea with renunciation is really making conscious, wise choices of where we're investing our energy, where are we hemorrhaging our energy, letting go of those things, accumulating energy, and then concentrating it to very specific areas of the mind so that we can awaken higher centers of consciousness.
Lesson 2 is with Master Shi Heng Yi, and we talk about an individual's expectations for life. Master Shi Heng Yi explains the importance of remaining open-minded to what this life and this universe has to offer us.
Right now we have 8 billion people in this world. Everybody has his own ideas and his own expectations, maybe, how he sees himself and what he would like to do with himself during this lifetime. So that means we have 8 billion different ideas. And one misconception maybe, or just something to meditate about, to contemplate about is, why would this world, why would this life, or even this universe, now I express it a little bit in a negative way maybe, but why should this life care about an individual's expectation about life? And now we are not just having one, we're having 8 billion individual expectations about life. But for me, in my mind, it's just like, we are talking right now about the creator of everything. The creator of the universe, the creator of the planets, of the humans, of the animals, of the plants, of all possibilities in this world. We are talking about this type of force. In comparison to the expectation of an individual human. I'm not sure who is in the more powerful position at the moment. I mean, I am sure. The thing is just, I don't think that this type of force is existing in this world in order to fulfill that individual person's expectation about life. I think it's the other way around. I think that you have been put here on this world as a small individual in order now to be open. In order to be open, in order to receive what that force has to offer you in this lifetime.
Lesson 3, life is not short, it is finite. Dandapani unravels the misconception that life is short and highlights the importance of having clarity and goals in life.
So life is not short, it's finite. And what I mean by finite is there's a clear, definitive end to it. We just don't know when that end is. As soon as you're born, someone just started a stopwatch, like a timer started and started counting down. We just don't know what that number is. It could be a year. Babies die all the time. It could be 90 years. So you better get to finding out what the hell it is you want in life and be clear about it, because your time's running out. And the longer you wait, the less clarity you have in life, the less clarity you have in life, the less you get out of life, because you don't know what the hell it is you want. You just walk around doing this, doing that, having all kinds of random experiences. Some are good, some are not good. And then you make proclamations like, well, this is life. No, that's not life. This is some kind of random thing that you chose to live. Get clear. If I was clear about what I want in my life, then my experiences are now very much aligned with my goals. But that's not to say that I won't have experiences that are unpleasant. I do, but they're very much more minimal than as opposed to not having a goal and having random experiences in my life, which I don't want.
Lesson 4, observation mode. Master Shi Heng Yi talks about taking a step back, having a different look on our lives and being able to see the bigger picture, something that the monastery has allowed masters and disciples to be able to do in their daily lives.
The mind gives you during the day so many different instructions, but not all these instructions are helpful, because these are instructions which came from conditioning of the past. They come from how you were conditioned by your parents, conditioned by the teachers, conditioned by the government, conditioned by the politics, conditioned by the advertisement, conditioned by everything that nowadays has an impact on the way how we see the world. And to sometimes take a step back. And this is why it's called take a retreat. Retreat from yourself. Go back into observation mode. Yeah, stay calm. And just observe. So this time, we really want to be passive and be in the observation mode. Because this observation mode now really gives you the insight of where are you standing at this point of time in this life. When you are involved in doing, involved in activity, involved in creation, it's very hard to see where you're standing. And once again, and this is the way where we say both of these aspects we need. To learn and really be able to observe yourself, but at the same time, when you have set yourself a goal, when you set yourself a mission, to have the vitality, to have the power, to have the mindset, to have the determination, yeah, to have the willpower, just as we know them from the Shaolin warrior monks today.
Lesson 5, making the best of our experiences. Master Shi Heng Yi teaches us rules and lessons to follow to lead a good life and to look towards others and other people's lives and their experiences to help us explore ours.
Philosophy is just one way of trying to transmit something. Yeah, but what is this transmission about? It is about making the best out of your lifetime that has been given to you right now. So, and therefore, to make the best of our lifetime, it means, just we had this conversation about playing chess. If you don't know the rules of the chess, you won't spend too long time playing it with someone who knows it. So that means on the one side, it is a little bit about learning the rules on which basis this game, now that chess, is functioning. But at the same time, now I'm not talking about a game, now I'm talking about just this life where we all are walking through. And there are also certain principles and also certain rules that when you know them, it makes it easier for you. Because then you don't need to just jump into the cold water and don't know what to expect. And therefore, to study this life, to get experience from people who investigated already this lifetime, who also spent a lot of time investigating in themselves. This is the type of knowledge that right now that I'm talking about and that I am thinking about when I say you do not need to reinvent the wheel. We just need to trust some of the people in the past, they did it already.
Teaching 6, a better understanding of the mind. Dandapani talks to us about his teachings that he has delivered to his students and how we can leverage the mind to get what we want and also be successful in life.
The people that I work with are extremely successful. Every one of them are extremely clear what their goal is and what it is they want. What they are looking from me is having a better understanding of the mind so that they can leverage it to get to where they are. So they've been trained in the particular sport that they are in, the particular business that they're running, they know it inside out. But what they haven't been trained in is in the mind. Because nowhere in their journey to where they are today has anyone sat them down and taught them the inner workings of the mind. How does the mind work? How do you learn to harness it? How do you learn to control it? How do you learn to focus it? Understanding the different states of mind. How do they impact your day-to-day decision making and things like that? So that's what they want to learn from me. And I always say to people, we have the most powerful tool in the world sitting in our heads, yet we have no manual for it. No one teaches us how to use it. So the better you understand something, the more you can leverage it and do something with it. So the same way with the mind, we don't understand the mind. So how then do we leverage the mind to create what we want to create? So these athletes and entrepreneurs now are starting to begin to realize that, oh my gosh, I have this amazing tool in my head, which I've used to be successful at what I do. But imagine if I understood it better, I could leverage it more and be even more successful at what I do.
Lesson 7, have direction. Master Shifu Yan Lei talks about pushing through hard times and focusing on what we have got and what we can do.
For me, successful is I got a dream. It's me, I got a dream. I didn't let it go. And I have direction. So every day I tell myself, you need to go. You need to get your dream. You need to get your get your target. So more I'm doing, next day I don't want to do it, I tell myself, you need to go. More you do, more you close. Same with traffic, When every car stop, everyone worried, start worried. Since car moving, you will not worried. Even if moving very slow, you go somewhere. Yeah? So for me, life, most time we got trouble. It's not most time happy. So when you have the problems, you have to try the way. If you can't deal, if you cannot change, you have to let it go. You have to focus something you have, not always focus something you don't have.
Lesson 8, mechanics of the mind. Dandapani breaks down why we need to understand the inner workings of our complex mind and why, once we understand this knowledge, it can be so important.
It's about understanding how the mind works. So even before learning to focus, we need to understand the mechanics of the mind, because if we don't understand the mechanics of the mind, it's going to be very hard to focus it. Similar like a camera, right? If you have a DSLR camera and you don't understand how to control aperture or shutter speed or ISO and all these things, you still take a photo, it may not be in focus. But before you can even focus the camera, it's good to understand some of these basic settings in order to create a photo that you want to create. So understanding the mind is the first step. Then learning to focus. And like you said, with the mind, no one teaches us, having that consciousness that, oh, we have this amazing tool that we haven't learned to use. But there's just so many things, just general life things that we are never taught. We have a body. All of us have a body. And some of us are blessed with a fully capable body. And yet we never get taught how it works or how to look after it, how to feed it and how to care for it. It's fascinating, isn't it? You go through years of school learning God knows what, and you think the basic things they would teach you is about the mind, the body. It'd be nice if someone taught me in school what to eat, how to exercise my body, how to make it strong, understand my mind, how to focus it, how to deal with problems I have.
Lesson 9, the 3 states of the mind. Dandapani talks about the 3 states of the mind, the conscious, the subconscious, and the superconscious, and how these 3 states of mind impact us.
The 3 states of mind, you have the conscious mind, the subconscious, and the superconscious. The conscious mind is the external mind. It's tied to the world around us. It's tied to our 5 senses. When we talk, when we drive, when we interact with the outside world, we're functioning. Awareness, that ball of light, is functioning in the conscious mind. The subconscious mind, you could say, is like a hard drive. It's a memory bank, it's a memory card. It stores every experience we've ever had in our life, whether we're conscious of it or not conscious of it. It's stored in our subconscious. Patterns are created there, habit patterns. The superconscious is your deeply creative, spiritual, intuitive area of the mind. That's where intuition comes from. So understanding the 3 states of mind is critical, because at any given point in time, you can understand which area of the mind you're functioning in. Not one is better than the other. They just have different attributes. So if in your conscious mind, you're very externalized. If you're in your subconscious, you're thinking about your past. Oh, do you remember the time 5 years ago when we went on that holiday to Mallorca? How great was that? You're functioning in the subconscious area of the mind. You're going to your memory bank. If you're doing something highly creative, creating music or art, or you have an intuitive flash insight into something, it's coming from the superconscious area of the mind. And that's why, for me, it's always important to define first the goal. What do you want in life, right? Once you know what you want in life, then you know what tools you want, which area of the mind you need to function in order to get there.
Lesson 10. Set your target, focus on your journey. Master Shifu Yan Lei talks about how discipline in our lives can be used to reach happiness.
You don't know if you're strong, if you set up your target, you focus your journey, that will bring longer happiness for you. Yeah, short happiness is very easy. You get drunk, you're happy. 5 minutes. Another day you say, fuck, I shouldn't do this because you don't like yourself. Then, trust me, 1 week later you forgot. You repeat again. This means your life, you're circling. You never go anywhere. You just sit the same place. You didn't go. Same, you go to gym, you use the bike. Yeah, you didn't go anywhere. Yeah, it's not good example. I just mean you just circle around. You didn't go anywhere because you're scared to change. People say, I I don't like my job. Hey, excuse you work for 20 years. If you don't like, why you do it? You scared to broken the button. You scared to change because you don't know if you change what's happened. So this reason, most time, you kill your dream. You kill your direction. You killed. It's not someone killed. You did.
Thank you so much for watching the 10 teachings from the monastical life with Master Shi Heng Yi, Master Shifu Yan Lei, and Dandapani. Please comment down below which one was your favorite lesson. How are you implementing these into your lives? We've had such a great response from all the videos that we've done with masters and the monks and people who have been involved in a monastery. The teachings of the monastical life, the teachings of the monastery, the way of the Shaolin, these lessons for us have helped us grow and develop. And we really do believe the audience and you guys who are watching at home have also had those lessons and grown from these lessons as well. Let us know down below if there's people you want us to interview in the future, especially around the monastical life and the monastery. Please let us know. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this video was made possible from mulliganbrothers.com, the best motivational clothing brand in the world, where you can now get the Inspire Change t-shirts and the new journal with the link down below where all the profits go back into creating this content. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed and productive day. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And please, as always, the most important thing is move forward with passion and purpose in your life. Somebody could be watching and you could be the inspiration to them to make change in their lives. Have a blessed and productive day. Go follow us on Instagram and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.